for arrivals level. The traffic warden found one canary and it's sitting in the office there.
Animal Health Officer Stuart King has been called out to meet an unscheduled landing at Terminal 4.
Some traffic warden found a canary, or what they believe to be a canary, at Terminal 4 arrivals. So I need to find out, obviously, where it's come from, if it's just someone's pet that's got loose, or if it's actually been smuggled in. We've got to find the place first, which should be interesting.
Quite a few premium guests, as well as a gluten-free meal and a couple
Concierge Kelvin Ogun-Jimmy offers a personal service for business class passengers at Canadian Airlines.
Never problems.
Today, he's faced with a very late request for a special meal.
So what's happening?
The guy can't chew hard food.
Right.
Okay. He's in 5
Bravo.
5 Bravo.
He can't chew any hard food.
He's had an accident. What was it?
Didn't say exactly what accident, but he just can't manage solid food. So he'd like
We've
like
got baby meals.
I'm sure he'd rather have some baby food
than no food at all.
I was just going to say, it's best probably get him some mashed potatoes and
Father's rusks.
Hi, Mr. Curtis, about the late request for the special meal, because it seems as if you can't eat, like we've been told you can't chew anything. I mean, would you take any of these sort of like children's meal, which is basically...
Oh, I might do. Look, I'm a sucker for anything that's good.
No, it's up to you. It's up to you.
We'll see
I mean,
how
as long as we are trying to get something
that's
for you.
That's very kind of you.
All right.
I haven't really eaten, you see, since Wednesday. So.
You haven't eaten since Wednesday? No. You need to put... You're losing a lot of weight. Goodness.
Before I get a parking ticket, I need to stay here for 5 minutes, mate. I've got official business.
You haven't come about the bird, have you?
I have.
I was the one that got it.
Oh, right, OK. Where did you find it?
Upstairs, on Stratford Road. It was just on one of these little islands.
Oh, it's actually on the road?
Yeah, it was just sitting there.
So it wasn't found inside or anything in the
I
terminal?
thought wild bird said they'll kill it,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Stuart has no idea where the bird has flown in from.
Vehicle will be ticketed in 2 minutes, OK?
Okay, I found it, really.
Just I saw your vehicle, I realised.
I realised what it was about. I'll take it. It's in that box. Can it fly and stuff, or?
I didn't know.
Your canary.
It's all alive, it's not mine.
It's not been moving too much.
Can I keep the box? Oh, it is canary.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit knackered. Thanks a lot for that anyway. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
The Canary chose to land at Heathrow, and so becomes Stuart's responsibility. With the bird in safe hands, the traffic warden can return to more familiar duties.
It was a nice traffic warden. Not that I've had any bad dealings with any traffic warden. I've never got a ticket, thank God. It's a bit dodgy parking around here. Even if you're in one of these vehicles, they get a bit funny. So I have to watch my step.
Martin?
Yes?
Did Mr. Baby Food actually tell you why he couldn't eat solid?
No, I didn't say why.
He never said.
There's no other information given to us.
Oh, okay.
He just came up to the ticket desk and asked for mushy food.
Sore throat.
No comment.
No.
But he seemed very pleasant.
Yeah, he's a very nice man. Very nice man. Very pleasant.
Eddie?
Oh, Eddie.
Don't ask me. I won't answer.
My connections, they're not going to make it. Or will they? They want to try.
Jilly, hi, it's Calvin, Canadian. Hi, my darling, how are you? Good, not too bad. So you've obviously heard about one of our business class passengers on this Calgary flight today who can't have solid foods. He is okay for yogurts, so if you can actually get some yogurts as well. Mr. Curtis is in 5 Bravo. The wonderful Mr. Curtis.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Mr. Curtis. All right,
lovely.
See you shortly.
Thanks.
Okay. Hello.
At the Israeli national airline El Al, they're also trying to satisfy their passengers' needs.
Deal with Mr. Levy.
Mr. Levy's got such a lovely seat on the aisle in the front. What else can I do?
A window seat, please.
Yeah, well, he would be.
Or,
No,
that's not a
no, I know.
I would love
no.
the upgrade.
I can
A
only
passenger is trying to charm check-in supervisors Sarah Collins and Peter Luck into giving him a seat in business class.
And I'm so used to people smiling at
Oh,
me.
come.
That,
You want a piece of
know,
chocolate? That's what you want? Come on.
I'm going to give you
Take a chocolate.
a window
Take a
a few
piece.
rows behind.
Okay, fine. Why couldn't you give me a nice seat in business?
And I'm holding...
It takes more than good chocolate to get an upgrade from Sarah.
Get sour here.
At the other side of check-in, there's a commotion. It seems a passenger has collapsed.
Hold on. 1 minute.
Yeah. I actually don't know exactly the whole story. You know more than I know. What I do know is that the lady fainted. We called the ambulance. The ambulance is on the way, and that's the whole story I know.
Well, we quite often get pets that have escaped from one reason or another. It's not looking very well.
Without an identity tag, Stuart can't trace the Canary's owner. It's going to take some loving care to help it recover.
Yeah, he looks very knackered at the moment. And if he doesn't go back up on the perch soon, stick the food on the floor. Give him a little bit of time to calm down.
What about the gate? Is there anything in the gate? Let's go and have a look.
While they wait for an ambulance, Sarah wants to find somewhere quiet for her passengers. The two women are being sent back to Tel Aviv by immigration after being refused entry into Britain.
Where's the ambulance? You can get a heart attack, you can die before you get a...
They're coming through.
I wish we timed it. I wish we timed the time you called the ambulance.
It says about 7 minutes ago.
Time's running out for Kelvin to find a baby meal for Mr. Curtis.
No. The food will actually... The food should come up through this door area here, but obviously it's not here as yet.
We are actually ready to close, Calvin. We're actually ready to close.
Yeah. Can you just let me know when the dispatch...
Personal service means Kelvin must keep Mr. Curtis informed about his special meal.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Bob.
It hasn't made it yet. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for it. So what happened?
Sinus problems.
Oh, you got sinus problem? Oh, I'm sorry. But
I've got over
we still got like 1 minute to go. I mean, if it comes, we'll certainly put it on.
problem.
All right. Have a great trip anyway,
very much.
and I hope it gets better. Mash his food.
Mr. Curtis will have to manage without his baby meal.
Oh well, can't win them all. Anyway. Thank you very much.
Kelvin has another flight and more business passengers awaiting his attention.
I couldn't fulfill his need.
Oh, we've heard that one before.
Those here, Peter.
Yeah, well.
Keep those here.
Sure.
There we go. Where are we going?
Down to the gate.
Okay, dear.
Is this all our bags?
Yeah, we'll keep them. No, this way, this way, this way. This way, please.
At El Al, the ambulance team have arrived to check on the woman passenger. Extra security are accompanying her after she was abusive and disruptive at passport control.
They had 3 people for the younger lady.
3.
And the other 2 were sent for the
And they're
mother.
going to really run very fast, and they're going to really get away.
Sarah will keep the woman in a separate room while the ambulance crew assess if she's fit to travel. The Canary is still too tired to perch, and with 2 cats travelling to Chicago in need of attention, there's no rest for Stuart.
Hello, mate. You're right, he's a bit sedated, this one. You going under? Me? See what your friend's like. Hello, mate. You zonked. Hello, it's only me. Oh, look, he's well gone. Look at you, you're well gone. You're zonked, mate, aren't you? Well, I'm actually going to call one of my colleagues to come over and have a look. You're well zonked, aren't you? Just getting a second opinion. Well, the problem is if we let the animals, these cats travel it, they could actually get into basically a deep coma and basically never awaken. So it's quite a serious matter. Most of the animals that we see that arrive in dead at this airport is due to sedation. So it's quite a serious matter.
Hello.
Check her out before she continues.
Exactly. I don't know what's wrong, but I'll let you make a decision and tell us if you think she's fit to travel.
Sarah needs to know if the woman can travel tonight. The ambulance crew confirm a doctor's earlier diagnosis, and immigration can now pass on the latest to Sarah.
She was seen this afternoon. She's fit to travel. There's no reason why she shouldn't travel. They both want to go to Tel Aviv.
Do they?
They want to, they want to go home as well.
Oh, now they want to go?
No, they've always wanted to go.
Earlier on. That's why we've now talked to them. And I think if we coax them in a wheelchair, then they might actually be a bit more convinced about going in, getting on board the aircraft.
And they do want to go. That we're not going to have to manhandle them
onto the plane.
It's not
a case of you have to go like that.
No, they want to go.
She'll probably go.
Let's get a chair.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I think I'll do that.
Hold on. There's nothing we can do about it. You know, there's no way. We have to take them.
Immigration assistant, she goes.
Well, it's not insisting. They're sending them, they're refusing them.
That's what I'm saying.
Keeping them another day or two is not going to make any difference, you know.
It just delays the process.
Well. I've got a trolley. Is it a passenger on a trolley? It's about the only thing that's in there.
At Terminal 3, Sarah Cox is struggling to find a wheelchair. As a Two Flags wheelchair pusher, she helps passengers negotiate Heathrow's maze of corridors. But she can't begin without a wheelchair.
We know wheelchairs have been seen out of the airport. We've been told about, definitely there's one in Slough. We got told about one in Hounslow, one in Chiswick. One has actually been seen in Oxford Street. One of Air Canada's chairs, I was talking to a man a couple of weeks back, and he said he's been told there's one in Manchester. So they're probably hidden in gates or just left up at gates. Excuse me a minute, let's have a look. Sorry.
Hello, Shez. Thanks for coming round. We've got two cats going to Chicago. Heavily sedated on that one.
Stewart has to have a second opinion before removing the cats from the flight.
This one's the most wide awake, but that's wobbling over the place as well. Yeah.
The cats are too heavily sedated to travel, and they will be taken to the Animal Reception Centre to sleep it off.
Look, that's well and truly gone. Look at that. Bless her. Oh, Jack, bless him.
This is ridiculous. We're just wasting time.
Sarah has walked a mile around the corridors of Terminal 3 in search of a wheelchair. The pressure is now on as she has a passenger about to arrive on an Air Jamaica flight.
Who? There's one in the prayer room? Yeah. Cheers. Well, we might have one. You said there was one in the prayer room. And there's a wheelchair. There's two wheelchairs. Ooh. Let's make sure the wheels are all right. Why it's not been left for any reason. Well, I'll have this one. Looks a bit smarter. I'll have this one.
Sarah's now got to walk another half mile before she can meet her Air Jamaica passenger.
Zulu, Peter, do you read?
I'm sending 4 pieces down now. They belong to the deportees. I want to make sure that we'll have a record of them in case of any problems.
Sarah doesn't want to take any chances with the two women. She wants their bags put to one side in case of any last-minute hitches.
Where's Capital? I need a phone.
There are 280 other passengers on the flight, and with less than an hour till boarding, they need Peter and Sarah's attention.
מאחורי הדיוטי פרי יש מזנון. בעלך יצטרף אליך עוד כמה דקות, בסדר?
Hi Bernard, you alright?
You want attention, please?
Sarah has made up some time on her walk to the Air Jamaica flight. She covers over 50 miles a week around Terminal 3, never without her 2-inch stilettos.
I don't own a pair of flat shoes. I've never worn a pair of flat shoes since I was school. I've never even tried a pair of trainers on my feet, let alone worn a pair of trainers. All my shoes are these. There's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't do in heels.
Yes,
Are you Jamaican?
yeah. Jamaican?
Oh, sorry. Are you with the gentleman over there? Are you together or separate?
No, we're separate.
It's the final push for Sarah. She must get Mrs. Lewis to the arrivals hall, where her family are waiting.
Which side? This side? Oh, you're welcome.
Kelvin's second flight of the day is preparing to leave.
Hello, how are you? Are you on 26? Yeah. You're the ones I'm waiting for. Lovely. You know?
We need to have the doors closed, sure.
Don't close the door. Mind a possible offload.
Oh, is he business or economy? Is he economy?
I'll just go and check that first.
The passenger may be economy, but if he's taken off the flight, it will mean a delay for Kelvin's business class passengers. The offloaded cats are back at the animal reception centre. Stuart has to break the news to their owner. They won't be travelling today.
How much did you give them?
Heavily sedated pets are a common problem for Heathrow's animal health officers. Stuart wants to know who gave them the drugs.
We get a lot of problem with vets not realising exactly what basically flying does to the animal. Jack's well and truly out of it at the moment. He's a space cadet. Oh, right. That's his normal self. No problem. Bye. Oh, she was quite happy that we stopped them in the end, but she's quite surprised because her vet that she uses is supposed to be one of the best in the country. Well, not with flying pets, he's not, but...
For the Canary, things are looking up. It should be flying again soon.
Jack, you're a different story, aren't you? Hey? You're still a bit zonked, mate, aren't you? You're quite warm, aren't you, as well? You stay there.
What's happening, Debbie?
Kelvin is keen to get his passengers airborne.
He is definitely coming off.
One bag loaded and one bag not loaded.
So we're going to take a slight delay to this.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So, Ida, do you want to do one side and I'll do the other?
Kelvin must break the bad news to the business class passengers.
Did you see the wines that the LSG brought?
Gentlemen, sorry about the slight delay. We do have a guest on the jet bridge upstairs who's coming off because he's got the incorrect documentation. So his bags are coming off now. All right, so sorry about that. All right. No, it's about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Have you just come off holiday or are you... Or are you
Yes.
here on holiday?
No, I've just come back from Jamaica.
How long you been there?
2 months.
That's a holiday.
And my niece that I stay with, she lives in the hills, you know.
Oh, smashing.
And when we go up on the balcony,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful there.
I've heard it is nice. I've never been personally
Really
myself.
beautiful.
It's too far to go, that one.
Now, you must save up and try and go.
No, I wouldn't like going that far. Have you got your passport, please?
Yes, yes, that.
Just going to the immigration now, okay?
Do we need to speak to anybody
No.
else?
We've covered everybody.
Newbridge.
At Canadian Airlines, the offloaded passenger is helped back to the check-in area, but Kelvin's flight has missed its slot. His passengers are getting restless waiting for the new departure time.
Well, we're now 5 minutes after schedule, so just need to speak to this young lady. How long are you going to be, madam? We need to close the door, that's why.
Can I be like 10 minutes?
No, you can't. Sorry, the doors will be closed. We need an on-time departure. It goes at 2:25, madam. You can call for like a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, like 2-3 minutes. That's all right.
Okay.
But I can't let let you have a 10-minute call, basically.
No, okay.
What's the number, madam?
What's the time?
123.
Speak to the speaking clock and let's get the time.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
My aircraft was touched
Why
late.
are you repeating everything I say?
General boarding for the flight to Tel Aviv has to wait. The women being returned to Israel must first be escorted onto the plane.
Let me lead.
Oh.
Sarah's passenger isn't travelling light. She has brought back coconuts and breadfruits for her friends.
You're strong, you are.
I don't know about strong. It's either going to keep me fit or kill me. And I think at the moment it's killing me. But how come he gets a little one and I get big uns? Yeah, Kay Lewis.
Thank you, have a nice flight. תודה רבה לכם.
General boarding is underway on the flight to Tel Aviv. But there's a setback. The younger woman, being sent back by immigration, has fainted.
God help us. That was a short journey, wasn't it? They're coming off. What about the bags? כן, עזרא. אני מכירה, אני חושבת.
The women are off the flight, but their luggage isn't, and the flight can't leave until the bags are found. Sarah's instructions to keep them to one side have been forgotten.
Sorry, madam, just got to interrupt you.
Kelvin's flight must now leave, but his business class passenger still hasn't finished her international phone call.
Thanks a lot. Sorry to rush you. Yeah. Okay, great. All right. You're welcome, madam.
Is it breakable? So just in case it does topple off, okay?
No.
That's it, you stand there and laugh. If you was a gentleman, you'd have helped me.
No, they can't help her. Just stand up and watch us.
I've done it now.
The point is, you should have called me, darling. That's all it is. Come.
I'm fine. No, I'm all right now. Honest, yeah, I'm okay.
You should have offered.
No, he's all right, Abe's. Aren't you, Abe?
Of course.
I'll see you later.
Because I think it's too heavy for you.
No, it was a little bit heavy.
A little bit.
A little bit. At least I managed to get it on there. I've had cases you can't actually
I tell you,
get an inch off the floor.
if
Doesn't
it
matter
wasn't
how-
for people like you, all we wouldn't be able to travel.
Thank you.
We'd have to stay at home.
Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't. There'd be a way round it. But thank you anyway.
Heathrow is due to close shortly, and the flight to Tel Aviv is going nowhere. The women's luggage hasn't been found, and there are 800 bags on the flight. If it's going to leave tonight, they will have to find the bags quickly.
Paul, yeah, we found two. We're looking for two more. Yeah, we've got two.
Yeah, but there's a small bag. You can keep it back.
What's this one? That? Is that one?
One more.
One more. A bag, not a suitcase, a bag.
That's it. We got it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We got it.
280 passengers will now take off for Tel Aviv, but 2 will be staying behind.
What happens now?
We give it to. We pass it on to immigration now. We can't do anything with the passenger because they're not in the country yet. You know, they're with immigration. There's nothing we can do. Peter, you're going to get a heart attack.
No problem.
There you go. I found her.
You found
I
her?
found her.
Okay.
She was eating.
Yeah.
Okay. Would somebody like to take the luggage? Sir? I'll let you do it because you look the strongest. Oh, it's so hot.
Who told me we're going to have an easy flight today? God.
After 2 days in a London hotel, the 2 women were sent back to Israel.
Let's go.